Hey guys, how are we all? So welcome to My Way Tarot. This will be a general weekly reading for Taurus placements. So if you have Taurus as your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury or North Node in your birth chart, this reading will be for you. Everything that you need to know can be found in the description box below. So guys, we're going to get into your reading. Wow, bad shuffle there guys. I felt like I just couldn't even hold the cards. Okay, so something's going on here. Angels of love and light, could please have clear and concise messages for Taurus placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, and North Node. What do they need to know? What do they need to hear for the current energies of this week of the 28th of July to the 3rd of August 2025? What do they need to know? What do they need to hear? Please and thank you. So guys, we already had a couple cards come through and I had difficulty with shuffling the cards for some reason. But we have the Ace of Pentacles, beautiful. And we have the 10 of Wands underneath with the 8 of Swords, the Empress, Taurus, Libra energy, and then the 6 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Wands. Okay. So guys, I feel that you've been up against it, okay? Maybe financially, things have not necessarily been ideal in that department. I mean, I'm hearing that you're not really fully living your best life as of yet, but you're hoping that it will soon be that you are living your best life, right? I do get that there is money coming through for you this week, and it's going to make you feel pretty good, right? You're not going to be feeling like so trapped with whatever you've been dealing with, okay? Whether that's because you've been stuck in a particular situation, in a physical environment, or whether there's just been a lot that's kind of been piling on top of you, and so therefore you've had to take care of business and you haven't necessarily had the finances in order to deal with this. So it may have been a bit of a struggle in the recent past, right? But I'm hearing that this money coming through for you is not just your kind of usual pay packet or like a tax rebate, right? Like a refund. I'm hearing there's actually money coming through for you for work that you've been putting into something that means a great deal to you, and you're being paid well for this. But you may have even been a little bit, I don't know why I want to say cautious about putting something on sale or making something available because you've been a little bit unsure about how people may respond to what it is that you have to offer, okay? And actually, I'm hearing that you're worrying a lot about something that's very unlikely to happen, like people rejecting your offer or not liking what it is that you're doing or saying a certain things or critiquing whatever this is. If you are putting like, I feel like I want to say like you're putting a piece of you out there. So there's something to do with a creative endeavor that means a great deal for you. And I'm hearing there's been many years of expertise in regards to whatever this is, but maybe you haven't published this yet or put this out there yet for people to see of this, but you could be thinking about doing that relatively soon. Okay. 7 of Cups. Yeah, you've been debating about whether this could actually be an option for you to put this out there and whether it would pay off, but I'm hearing that it will. 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. There's something about whatever that it is that you do being out there to be seen in some way. Some of you have been fearful about putting yourself out there, maybe online, or I'm hearing the world stage, letting the world see what it is that you have to offer. 6 of Swords. Yeah, you're moving into easier times, especially financially. If your work-life balance has definitely been a bit of a hit and miss here, guys, right? It's going to be getting easier. there's a wish fulfillment coming through with the Nine of Cups and the Three of Wands. With the Page of Swords, bottom of the deck, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then Justice underneath, Four of Wands. Okay. I'm picking up several messages already that I actually feel quite overwhelmed with the Sun, Leo energy as I break up the other deck. We're currently in Leo season. So other messages are that you may be hearing news soon about relocation, about a home. Now, whether that's because you're choosing to move in with somebody, right? Like a roommate, a flatmate, or something like this person could be searching a particular area where you both can have your fresh start together. I mean, it could be romantic or it could be platonic, but I'm getting more of like a roommate, a flatmate, a friend. Yeah, King of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Somebody is getting ready to tell you that they've managed to, maybe if they're like not footing the bill, but like they managed to get something situated in regards to their finances, like they've gotten approval or they've organized something for a mortgage. So there was something that was up in the air, and now that they're going to have the good news that something has ended, where they've been waiting on whatever this is, then they can communicate it to you, and then you can start setting out certain dates as to when is it realistically that you'll both be able to move on forward with this. Yeah, with the Emperor, Aries energy. So somebody's taking care of the finances, or they're taking care of the practical matters, the material matters behind you and someone kind of living together. And yeah, we have the Page of Wands, and they can't wait to give you the good news about this. Now, some of you, right, this is going to be like a long distance move, or there could be water nearby, or you're traveling over water, or you may have to take a flight. First and foremost, I mean, some of you may have even scoped out a certain area yourself if you're just wanting to live independently before you kind of have anything set in stone with moving on forward to actually physically be in this particular location, if it's like a foreign land or something like that. Like some of you may even be moving because of, you know, your career or your business. You know, it could be work related, it may be something where there's a temporary contract in a particular location and you're there for, you know, 7-9 months or something like that, or even if it's just for the summer or until the end of the year. It depends. Either that, or some of you are about to go on holiday, or you're making plans for a holiday, and you could be going away with somebody potentially romantic, or this could be just someone that's a really good solid friend of yours. Like you already have this planned and you're about to go, or potentially there is discussion around booking a trip in the summer, maybe in the summer months, but obviously this all depends, right? What else is going on here? I'm getting so many channeled messages, so please bear with me. I know it's a bit, you know, stop and start, but I'm getting what I'm getting. So obviously this is going to be for somebody. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Four of Swords. A lot of you have definitely felt a bit restless to do with your finances. It's like you've definitely outgrown of a situation, like it's not really doing very much for you anymore, and you're just wanting things to change up, and I'm hearing they absolutely are. There's a wish fulfillment coming through for you. Look at that with the Nine of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There's you. And the Nine of Pentacles flying out with the Empress, Taurus, Libra energy, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Three. So yeah, there's something very big about finances this week. Again, Seven of Pentacles. You're about to reap some sort of major reward, okay? Or you're going to be given some sort of like gift of finances. There could be an inheritance, a windfall. There may be something about a business taking off for you, or there could be a promotion. The Lovers, Gemini energy. I'm picking up on spiritual inheritance. I'm also getting told that 11:11 on the timer as I say this. There's the Mercury Cazimi on the 31st of July in this week. And we have Gemini coming through, planet of Mercury. Mercury is the ruling planet for Gemini and Virgo, I believe. So you may have Gemini placements. Something about this midweek, around the time just before we enter into August, that's very prosperous for you here with the Page of Pentacles. Some of you may be taking a calculated risk. I'm not like saying about, you know, gambling and what have you, but some of you may be trying your luck with like a scratch card or the lottery or something along those lines. Okay, and then there's a wish fulfillment with the Star, Aquarius energy. Wow. So yeah, there's something about money here. Two of Pentacles. You're going to go from juggling money, okay, from paying paycheck to paycheck or trying to mend and make do, to then having this like lump sum come through for you. Wow, my throat chakra just completely closed up as I said that. So maybe I'm saying too much. Yeah, the Tower. Wow. Aries Scorpio energy, but I feel like this is a good tower. A very good tower happening for you this week. That's going to change everything. After a period of time of dealing with a lot of anxiety and sleepless nights over something. Seven of Wands. The Ace of Swords with the Ten of Swords. So you're closing out a cycle here, okay? I feel like you've been battling on, and I'm hearing keep on keeping on with a scenario that has not been ideal for you, but you've basically been doing whatever you can just to get through this period of time until you eventually are able to venture out, and have this, I'm hearing, new adventure in your life, to have this growth in your life that you're looking for, to change things up completely. But there's been a long process of being in a particular position and place of feeling stuck. But I'm hearing not for much longer, okay? You have a gift coming through for you from the universe with the Knight of Cups. And then you're soon able to move on from there with the Six of Swords. I'm hearing you actually have a lot of allies around you that are wanting to be of a support. As I say that, we have the Empress, Taurus, Libra again. There's you, that are wanting to assist you with creating this new life for yourself. The Empress is someone that has of everything that they could want and need, and having that sense of peace and stability and security as well with that Four of Wands. There is harmony coming through for you, okay? With the King of Pentacles, as I break up the deck, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, there's you. Okay. There could be something about being able to fulfill a lifelong dream. Something that wasn't even deemed to be a possibility is now a possibility. If that is something that you've had for a long time, or even if there was something recently where you're like, oh my gosh, I would absolutely love to do something like this. Let's put that on the wish list, right? And you couldn't even possibly fathom as to how something was going to come through for you um, in order to be able to fulfill of this maybe recent dream of something that you've jotted down or you thought about, or you know, and then you're able to do of this, and this would be really quite wonderful to kind of carry out here. Death card, Scorpio energy. With the Hierophant, Taurus, there's you. Bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles. So yeah, there is a sudden, imminent change taking place. A door is closing and a new one is opening, right? But this is actually going to be really very much favorable for you with the Empress as I go to break up the deck again. 33 or 333, 13, 13, 31, 31, 555 is significant. Another message that's just come through is that some of you may have had a bit of a difficult time to do with your dating life, okay, if you're single. And there may have been a previous relationship that you were in that had ended, and you knew that by staying in that situation, you would have been settling and that it wasn't healthy. So you removed yourself from whatever this was, okay? And there is the odd thought now and again in regards to, you know, memories or nostalgia that you may have had with this person. But I feel for the most part, like you are very much like um, kind of over whatever that is, right? Especially if the relationship, if you're looking back on it, was toxic or really unhealthy or was actually hurting you more than helping you or supporting you in some way, right? And there was just too much drama or chaos to do with whatever this is. But it's like, you know, when we end of something and we do question ourselves of did we do the right thing, even though in that instance when we're making that decision and following through, we know we have done, but it's not until we remove ourselves and a little bit of time goes by that we then kind of ponder over things. But I feel like you know um, that you did all the right thing for you and that this was the best decision to have made, right? So not to kind of feel um you know, any way about this kind of ending up here, right? And creating distance from this particular individual. But this also may have brought up a few things in regards to you about potentially opening up to new possibilities of dating somebody else here because of what you went through to do with a past relationship that you were in, or even if it's just like relationships in the past. And you could be opening up to the possibility of dating again. Some of you are absolutely like, no, definitely not. I want to focus on me and I want to, um, you know, get what it is that I want to bring in for myself so that I can feel emotionally fulfilled and I'm filling up of my cup to the point where then I have enough to be able to give of myself, but also to be there fully present with someone and feel happy with my life as it currently is before opening up the door to a relationship. Okay, that could lead into something more. And some of you are like, I've done a lot of healing work on myself, like everything else is getting situated, and I feel really good about all of this. But then the last thing is, you know, a love relationship, you know, allowing that into my life, or exploring that kind of possibility in my life. And I'm hearing that some of you may actually end up meeting this, you know, this person, this next relationship that you are in or going to be in. I'm hearing um, when you physically move and you're in a different location than where you're currently at as of right now, if that makes sense. Especially if you're moving or relocating like on a permanent basis and you know that's coming in for you, then that is going to bring in a lot of possibilities for deepening of something there. But if there is something temporary where you are, going away, even if it's on a holiday, like you could be just embracing the time that you're on this holiday, and you may meet somebody while abroad or on this particular holiday. There may be like a little romance, okay, like on this trip. Or even if you are moving to a particular area on a temporary work contract, you could potentially meet somebody when you're there, and then it came out of nowhere, and then you potentially are moving back to where you were, where you originally kind of live, and then trying to figure out the logistics of having a long distance relationship until then you're able to facilitate something to have more of a long term connection with that person at a later time. Okay. Interesting energy, guys. So, obviously, with the messages, please only take what will resonate and leave the rest. I have no idea what I'm actually going to title this reading because so many different types of channeled messages came through. But yeah, I hope that there was something in here for you. If you have enjoyed this reading and you wish to support myself and the channel, there are donation links available. There is a PayPal link in the description box below, and the other option is Super Thanks, which is listed underneath this video. So thank you so much to those of you who have already donated. I greatly appreciate you. Even if you don't financially donate, a wonderful way to energetically donate is to like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll get back to you guys in those comments when I can. So thank you so much. Please don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get an alert as to when I post another video for you and you don't miss out on future updates and content on the channel. But I hope you have a wonderful week. Sending love and light your way. Many blessings. Please take care, and I'll see you and speak to you soon. Thank you. Bye, guys.